Hello and welcome to the Z Hut. Today I'd like to show you how you can use your tablet or smartphone as a teleprompter to improve the quality of your YouTube videos. Now, being able to script your videos will make them go a lot smoother. Now, normally I would have my tablet set up and actually it'd be right behind and above the camera, but I'm just winging it today because, well, I got my tablet here because I'm going to show you how we use this as a teleprompter. So the first thing, of course, is you're going to want a tablet or a phone. It can be Android, Apple, whatever. It doesn't matter. Now, as I said, you can use a phone, but I do recommend a tablet. And you can get, like, this here is an RCA tablet, a 7-inch. You can get these for around 50 bucks. You can get those Amazon ones for around 50, 60 bucks. You can get a pretty cheap tablet, and it will make it easier because then you can have it a little further away with a phone. Now, my camera is only about, I'd say about 5 feet from me. If I had the phone set up right there in front of it as a teleprompter, I could probably use it okay. It'd be all right. But with the tablet, I could have the camera 10 feet away from me and easily still be able to read off this. And if you had a 10-inch tablet, wow, even better yet. But any tablet phone will work. Like I said, tablet is preferable. Then second, you will need something to put it on. And you can use just a cheap extra tripod. I've got a whole pile of tripods. But myself, I prefer a light stand, and I actually have a bunch of extra light stands used in the studio here. So the main reason I like these is because when I set up the teleprompter, what I like to do instead of putting it in front of the camera and just below it, I like to put it just behind the camera and above it. So instead of looking below the camera, I'm looking just above it, and that looks more like you're looking directly at the camera. And you try it out yourself, and you'll see what I mean. If you're reading the teleprompter, and I'm looking right now as if I was reading the teleprompter, and it was just under the camera, you should be able to tell that I'm not staring right at the camera. But if I'm looking as if I'm reading off the teleprompter, and it's directly right there above the camera and just behind it, it looks a lot more like you're looking straight at the camera. That's why I use light stands, because this particular one here, if I remember right, if I extend everything all the way out, I think it was 7 feet, 7.5 feet, and my tripod doesn't go anywhere near that. My tripod maxes out at, I think it's 5.5 feet. Would be nice if it went to 6, but it don't. All right, with that, then what you're going to need is a holder for your tablet or smartphone. Now, there's two ways to do this. You can buy one, and if you're using this, you're going to be using your smartphone, you can buy a holder for it that will mount right onto a tripod, and your camera stands as well. Most of the, or excuse me, not camera stand, light stand, will have the same thread like a tripod on them. Not all, but most. And you can buy that little holder for your smartphone to put on here. I would recommend that if you're using a smartphone. If you're using a tablet, the holders for those, the ones I've seen, they're kind of cheesy, not built very good, and they cost a little more. But the thing is, for like $4, maybe $5, you can build your own. This is PVC pipe. The only thing you need a hacksaw, and I didn't even glue it. You need a hacksaw, and then you need a knife or a rotary tool. The hardest part's going to be you're going to have to groove it out in here for the tablet to fit. And I'll actually show you this here. It would screw onto or mount onto, and I have mine set up so it's a push-on mount. You'd probably want a screw-on mount if you're going to be using a tripod, but I'm not going to go into any more on how to build this. What I'm going to do is say, if you look in the description below, I did a video just a week or two ago on how to just build this itself. Check that out. You can go and buy them, yes, but for $5 you can build your own and you can custom build it. And now I haven't painted mine yet, but I am going to be painting it black to make it look nice. Don't have to, but let me show you here. Take the tablet, pops right in there, and it holds in. It won't fall out. It's actually spring-loaded. All right, so now we've got our stand, tablet, holder. One thing left, the software. Now, if you're using Android, just go on the Play Store. There's probably, when I looked on there, I think there was like 100 apps, and most of them were free, or at least had free trials. The one I have, I can't remember the name of. There's so many. You're probably going to want to try a couple of them to find the one that you like the best. But most of them with the same will have some of the same similar features. Is you'll be able to adjust the size of the text, the speed of the text, because you're going to want it to scroll. You don't want to be trying to read little fine print. You want, like, there'd be 2 lines of text and it'll scroll, so you can actually read this from a distance. Another feature most of them have, some of them only on the paid versions, though, where you can take and do up a text file on your computer and then put it on SD card or thumb drive and transfer it to your tablet. Some of the free ones will allow you to do that, some don't. What I usually do is I'll just hold the tablet and use the speech to text, and I'll just say out what's on my mind and for what I want to say during the video. And then I'll go back through and I'll hook up my Bluetooth keyboard and go back through and edit it. That's the way I like to do it, and it's pretty easy instead of having to type the whole thing. Now again, if you're using an Apple iPhone, I forget the name of their store for getting their applications, but I don't have any Apple or iPhones, but I would imagine if you can get it free on Android, and there's hundreds of them, that for Apple you're going to be able to do the same thing. So, all right, well, with that, if you've actually made it through and watched this far, if you thought of anything I missed, leave a comment. If you think of any modifications that could be made to this to make it better, if you ran into a real awesome teleprompter app, leave a comment. I'll check them out. Other people probably want it too. Also, don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you found this information useful. So with that, I think we'll just say thank you for joining us here at the Z Hut today. I hope you have a great day, and remember, have fun filming.